In this video, I'm going to be ranking the best shooting guards in NBA 2K22 My Team. As you guys can see on the screen, there is a tier list ranking from S all the way down to D tier. S tier is going to be my top 5 shooting guards in the game, and my first shooting guard on the list is going to be Invincible Anthony Edwards. I'm gonna have him in S tier for now. I don't think he's a top 5 point guard. I think if he's going to be top 5, he'd probably be number 5. Possibly number 6, but I'm gonna just throw Anthony Edwards in S tier for now. Looking at the level 40 award for season 7, it obviously is gonna be Anthony Edwards. A little bit disappointing of a level 40 award, but he still is gonna be a free invincible. He's a small forward shooting guard, 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Like I said, he's an invincible card, so 99 average stat, pretty much every Hall of Fame badge. And then we look at the animations here. He's gonna have a decent jump shot. I really don't think it's the best in the game. You guys can let me know what you guys think about Anthony Edwards' jump shot. He does have some decent sigs, I will say. Quick dribble style, D-Mitch size up is pretty good. I do like D-Mitch's size up. And then he does have Kobe escape and Damian Lillard behind the back. So overall, Anthony Edwards still a very good shooting guard. Just in my opinion, I don't think he's top 5, but I'm gonna have him in S tier for now. Carmelo Anthony is gonna be a B tier shooting guard. I do think he's a little bit better at the small forward position, and I never really was the biggest fan of Dark Matter Carmelo. He is a pretty good card, but I mean 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan. He's gonna give you all around good play, right? 94 perimeter, 94 steal, 95 driving dunk, 98 ball handle, 95 speed with ball. He's gonna have some really good Hall of Fame shooting badges and playmaking, which is obviously really good. And then animations wise, I'm not the biggest fan of his jump shot. It is pretty decent, but shifty dribble style, doesn't have a good size up, has a good escape and a good behind the back, but not a good size up, not a good dribble style. I mean, he's a good card. Carmelo Anthony, definitely a very good card. Just in my opinion, I'm gonna throw him in the B tier for shooting guards. Kazi Russell, gonna be in B tier as well. Has base 3 jump shot, gonna be one of the best offensive shooting guards in the game. Next guy is gonna be Cedric Maxwell, who I still think is a top 5 shooting guard in the game. He's definitely not the best anymore. He was the best shooting guard in the game for literally like a month or two. Actually, I think, no, he came up March 8th. He was probably the best shooting guard in the game for 2 months, which is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. But Cedric Maxwell, small forward shooting guard, 6'8" with a 7'1" wingspan. I mean, you could look at his stats and you could talk about whatever, but the main thing that matters with Cedric Maxwell is gonna be when we come to the animations. Base 3, Carmelo Anthony upper on very quick release timing. If you guys do not know, base 3 is the fastest jump shot in the game, and he does have some decent sigs as well. Quick dribble style and Kobe Bryant escape, and then he also does have the normal leaner. So he's going to be a really tall shooting guard, play good defense, and be one of the best offensive 2s in the game. Kazi Russell is basically a budget Cedric Maxwell. Next shooting guard on the tier list is going to be Dark Matter Dr. J. Some people might think he's a little bit lower, but I actually think Dr. J is very good. He has a very good jump shot in my opinion. He has the Rudy Gay base, and I think he has Rudy Gay's jump shot, right? Yeah, Rudy Gay jump shot on quick release timing. I do wish he had some better sigs. I think if he had a better size up and maybe the normal leaner, I think this card could low-key be, and maybe jump shot very quick. He could be a top 5 shooting guard in the game. He's definitely got the stats for that. He's got a really good jump shot, really good player model, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. I do like Dr. J a lot. He's still my starting shooting guard, or still my backup shooting guard right now, and I definitely like Dr. J a lot. Michael Finley, honestly, the best shooting guard in the game. I think you could make a debate for a couple other guys on this list for being the best, but Michael Finley, in my personal opinion, is going to be the best shooting guard in my team. He's a small forward shooting guard, 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan. He has pretty much perfect stats. I mean, you could say maybe a little bit low block or maybe a little bit low interior, but other than that, this card is amazing. Really good Hall of Fame shooting badges, really good Hall of Fame playmaking, has Hall of Fame ball stripper, clamps, interceptor, intimidator, menace, and pickpocket. And then we look at the animations. He's gonna have pretty much perfect sigs. And when I say that, I'm not even trolling. He literally has quick dribble style, the best dribble style. He has D-Rose size up, which is the best size up in the game. And then he has the Trae Young escape, which is the best escape in the game. And then he also does have the Scottie Pippen behind the back. So he has pretty much perfect half court sigs, and he's got a good jump shot in my opinion. John Wall base, release 49, very quick release timing. I will say the one flaw with this card is going to be the basic leaner. Obviously normal leaner is the best, so On next gen, that's going to hurt the card a little bit, but in my opinion, I think Michael Finley, the best shooting guard in the game. Jamal Wilkes, he's decent. I'm going to throw him in C though. Not the best shooting guard in my opinion. Jimmy Butler is actually very solid. I like this Jimmy Butler card a lot. He's going to be better than Carmelo in my personal opinion, and he's going to be right on the same tier as Dr. J. Looking at Dark Matter Jimmy here, he is going to be a shooting guard, small forward, 6'7" with a 6'8" wingspan. I mean, look at this card's stats. Like literally every stat is pretty much over a 92, other than standing dunk. Like every single stat that matters is a 92 or higher. He's got obviously tons of Hall of Fame defensive badges. He's going to have a very good jump shot, base 22 on very quick release timing. I will say the card can't really move, doesn't have a good escape, and doesn't have a good size up, but that's not why you're going to use Jimmy Butler. He's going to be an amazing defensive too, and I do think he is going to be an A tier. Next shooting guard is going to be JJ Redick. Let's just be honest, for this list, he's going to be in D tier. Maybe if you're doing like a budget shooting guard list, he might be in like C or B tier, but for the best shooting guards in the game, I thought I'd just throw JJ Redick because he came out yesterday, but I mean, he's realistically not the best. Joe Johnson, actually a pretty good shooting guard. Some people might have him in A tier. I'm going to throw him in B tier. I really wasn't the biggest fan of him. You know what? I'll throw him in A tier. He's good. He's definitely good. I'm not the biggest fan though, but I'll throw him in A tier so I don't have 10 people commenting down below that Joe Johnson is, way higher than B tier. So I do agree. I think Joe Johnson probably in A tier. Next guy is going to be Albert King. I think he's kind of like not a budget because they're both free, but I think he's a little bit worse than a guy like Jimmy Butler. So I'm gonna have Jimmy Butler in A and then have Albert King in B tier. I do think King is super slept on. He's very similar to a guy like Jimmy Butler. Next shooting guard is gonna be Dark Matter Klay Thompson. As good as a card this was when he first came out, Klay Thompson really isn't the best anymore. Even his Dark Matter, he's had like a Pink Diamond version and a Galaxy Opal version, but I mean, this Dark Matter Klay, he's still 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan. He's still gonna have really good stats. For me, it's just the animations. Only shifty dribble style, doesn't have a good size up, doesn't have a good behind the back. He does have a normal leaner, but I will say his jump shot is a little bit baited on only quick release timing. If that was maybe on very quick, that obviously would be a little bit better. So Klay Thompson, you can definitely still run him in C tier. He's still gonna be a pretty good shooting guard. Just in my opinion, not on the guys level like Albert King, Carmelo, and Cazzie Russell. Next shooting guard is going to be Kobe Bryant. As much MT as he costs and overpriced I think he is, he's still going to be a top 5 shooting guard in the game. It's Kobe Bryant Invincible. He's going to have 99 every stat. I will say the hero version is very similar to the Invincible as well, so I do think both Kobe Bryant versions are going to be in S tier. Kobe Bryant though, like I said, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan, 99 every single stat. Gonna have every single Hall of Fame shooting badge, pretty much every single Hall of Fame defensive badge, and tons of good playmaking and finishing Hall of Fame badges. So Kobe Bryant, gonna be a beast. The only problem, in my opinion, is gonna be the Pro 2 leaner. He doesn't have normal leaner, he doesn't have quick dribble style, and he doesn't have the best SIGs, to be honest, because the Kobe Bryant size up is good. Not the best in my opinion. I think Derrick Rose, Steve Francis, Kyrie Irving are a lot better, and guys like Michael Finley, Richard Jefferson, they have those type of SIGs, and he doesn't have a good behind the back at all. Kyrie Irving really isn't the best, and I still think Kobe Bryant's jump shot is a little bit slow, at least on next gen. So Kobe's still a top 5 shooting guard, but he's going to probably be more around the 4 or 5 range. Next shooting guard is going to be Chris Mullin. I think he just barely misses the top 5. He'll probably be around number 6 or number 7. Next shooting guard is going to be Isaac Okoro. I just threw him in here because he just came out. He's a budget shooting guard. I think he's on the level of he's better than JJ Redick for sure, but I'm gonna throw him in D tier. Like I said, I just threw a couple budget guys in here just to give a little bit of variety to the list. But I will say Isaac Okoro is actually really good. JJ Redick, he should be an F tier. He should be a tier below, but Isaac Okoro gonna be in D tier. Paul George, people might disagree with this. I never thought was really that good of a card. You guys might like Paul George, but I don't know. I just never really liked this card, to be honest, at least at the 2. I thought he was a decent small forward, but he's really good height. He's 6'9" with a 6'11" wingspan. I don't know. I don't know what it was for me. I don't know. Was it his jump shot? I mean, it was Paul George's jump shot. It was a little bit slow. He didn't really have good SIGs, I will say that. Shifty dribble style really isn't the best. Paul George size up is terrible. Paul George escape is kind of bad. So, I mean, I will say he's a good card. He's still very good. He's in B tier. Still a very good shooting guard, but I'm gonna have Paul George in B tier, Scottie Pippen gonna be in S tier, and now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, Anthony Edwards, I don't know who's better, Chris Paul or Anthony Edwards, but they're both gonna be in A tier because I just saw Richard Jefferson. Yeah, so these are gonna be my top 5 shooting guards. If I had to rank them really quickly, I'd probably do something like this. And then honestly, I think these top 3 are these are my top 3: Finley, RJ, Scottie. And then you can make the debate for Kobe at 4 and Cedric at 5. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna say Kobe's the 4th best shooting guard in the game, and then Cedric at number 5, and then probably Ant at number 6, and then Chris Paul at number 7. So those are gonna be my top 5 shooting guards. Next shooting guard is going to be Ray Allen, who's going to be in C tier. You could definitely make the argument that, yeah, I'm going to throw Isaac Okoro in here because, yeah, Okoro might be better than Ray Allen, to be honest. So we'll throw him in C tier there. Next guy is going to be RJ Barrett. I do still think RJ is better than these guys below him. To be honest, I'm a big fan of RJ. I think he's very similar to Dr. J. He's basically just going to be a budget Dr. J. So I'm going to throw him in B tier. And then last guy on the tier list is going to be Pascal Siakam. I mean, he's good. He's definitely a good card, but I don't think he's that good of a shooting guard. So I'm going to throw Pascal in B tier. You guys can see my entire tier list here. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think about the tier list? And let me know what you guys would change in the comment section down below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.